Good morning. So happy to have you folks here this morning. As you can see, we've got some sunshine here in Florida, but it is a little bit cold outside. Somebody pulled my strings last night. So here we go on the Rant and Rave channel. We're going to talk about the immigration problem, DACA, the Dreamers. I noticed in the news yesterday or day before, they were talking about actually it's been 3 or 4 days, a gentleman that's been here since he was 8 or 10 years old, came over with his family. He's been in school. Now he's a father with his own children. He's been working here in the USA. He's been, I guess, contributing. I mean, you can't work here without paying Social Security. He doesn't have legal papers as far as citizenship goes, but he's been working here all these years. His kids are in school here. And now all of a sudden they decide they want to deport the man, send him back to whatever country he was from. Where is the common sense of America? If the man does not have a criminal history, if he doesn't have any kind of police background or being in trouble, if he's got a job and he's supporting his family, his children are in school, he went to school, and all these years he's been here, I don't know if he's in his 30s or 40s. He seems to be an older gentleman. If he's been here all this time contributing to this country and now all of a sudden you want to throw him out, does not make any common sense. We're here, we want to clean this country out from people that are coming in with bad attitudes, bringing drugs in, hurting people, moving in neighborhoods and causing trouble. Those are the ones we want to get out of here. Instead, we're throwing out people that are contributing to our society, living by our rules, incorporating into our culture, and living the American dream, which is what we originally started out being, a wonderful country with a new American dream. So there we go. That's what started this rant. Well, last night, President Trump brought it up in his statement about the DACA, the Dreamers. So I'm here with a suggestion, okay? It's something I thought about a couple of years ago. I posted on one of my blogs, and of course, I'm nobody, so nobody ever sees it. But I'm going to put it up here for you folks. Maybe it'll get to the people that it needs to get to. We all have our driver's license. Across the top of every driver's license, well, in Florida anyway, and I'm sure all the other states, across the top is the number that we are associated with in the database of the police department, driver's license bureaus, in the state we live in. I suggest that every state that issues a driver's license puts the country code, the first 2 letters of the country code, and for America, our country code is 01. So when we dial the telephone number, it's 1-800 blah, blah, blah. In other country codes, that's the country code I'm talking about. So I'm saying put the country code before the driver's license number. That will be verification of what country these people come from. While they're getting their driver's license, a DNA, a blood sample, okay, plus fingerprints from both hands. So when they get their driver's license or ID, either one, we have a record of their blood and their fingerprints. So if we need to, if we're tracking down a murder situation and we run across some fingerprints that we're not associated with, that they will show up if they happen to belong to one of them, so we can keep track of them. Actually, I think this would be a good idea for every citizen of the United States. And I know a bunch of you Illuminati conspiracy theory people are going to say, well, that's just going too far. Well, you know what? In today's world, where we have so many people being kidnapped, killed, left in ditches, thrown in garbage cans, blowed up, and we have no idea who done it because we don't have the fingerprints of somebody that just suddenly went bonkers, like the guy that did the Las Vegas shootings. Just boom, all of a sudden went bonkers because we don't have their fingerprints and blood on hand. Well, I'm 65 years old this year, and I would be more than willing to give up a blood sample and my fingerprints to be on record. So if they find my dead body out there somewheres, they'll have something to find me, a fingerprint to find where I belong, what family I belong to. So you can use it for a security infraction. They're stepping on my toes and getting into my private business, or you can use it as we'll find you no matter where you are. No matter what happens to you, we'll know who you are, and we'll be able to inform your family. There's a good side and a bad side to every single thing that goes on in this world, but that's my feelings. If we would take the time to set up the driver's license bureaus, especially on the borders, the border crossing from Mexico into America, all along the borders, set up driver's license bureaus that will give an ID or driver's license, whichever case, to an individual that will have their country code, the country that they're coming from, and the driver's license bureau number, the state they're going into or that they are registering in, their name and so on. So they can't go from Ohio and come down here and work here in Florida and give a false name and hide in any sort of way and find a job by changing their name, which the Spanish people are well known for. They'll change their name every place that they go because nobody pays attention. But if they can't change your name once it's on a driver's license with an ID code, with fingerprints to match, they're hooked. They can't change your name no more. Excuse me, so much leftover cold, I think. But they can't change your name no more. They have an ID on record, and it would be much easier to track down the ones that are causing problems and get them out of the Americas and back to their own country. It'd be much easier to run a trace on them and find out what their history in their country was before they came to America. Are they running from criminal activity down there before they come to America? Okay, that would be the easiest way, in my opinion, to track them all. So there you go. If anybody happens to see this, you think it's a good idea, you know anybody that you got connections up the ladder, up the Congress and senators and all that stuff, you got connections somewhere, send this video, this link. Maybe they'll take it into heart and make it a lot easier. And then the ICE and the border patrols, we can help cut down the cost of them having to do their jobs all around America. It will be much easier. Thanks for listening to me, and maybe the idea will work. Y'all have a great day. Crazy old lady signing off. Catch me come later.